Hey friends, Ableton Live just announced that they'll be bringing 12.3 to us later on this year, and it's no small update. We've got stem separation, splice integration, a redesigned AutoPan, new workflow tricks, and more. I want to break it down quickly so you can get straight into creating once it drops. I've got a few extras in this video that I don't think you're going to see anywhere else, so stick around. Now let's talk about the big one, stem separation. We're all excited about this because it's really separating itself from other DAWs. We can split tracks into vocals, bass, drums, and a whole bunch of other categories as well. It runs locally, creates a group set of stems with your effects copied over, and the source clip is muted automatically. So let's separate these stems. So we're going to select that at the bottom there, and we have an option to choose which stems we want to separate. I'm going to separate all, and it's pretty quick and pretty reliable too. Even the vocals I pitched down sound pretty good. The chops are there. This drum kit has a shaker, which I was worried about. I think bass is where it struggles most. See, it feels a little bit more like a cello, but everything else sounds pretty good. We could clean this up a little bit by adding an EQ8, maybe rolling off some of the lows, and maybe just boosting a little bit of the highs as well. I'm pretty impressed. It's not flawless on every source, but for remixing, mashups, or just idea sketching, I think this is a huge win. Now, a double bonus is if you input the code at the bottom of the screen into your options.txt file, inside your Ableton files, you'll unlock high quality mode for stem separation. I have another video on the options.txt files and all the Ableton secrets which you might not know about, which are still applicable today. So make sure you bookmark that one, linked in the top right after this video. The second big one is the Splice integration. Splice is now built right into Live's browser. You can log in with a free or paid account, browse your library, preview in sync with your project, and drag samples straight into your set. So you can find Splice down here. This is the screen that we're met with. I've already logged in, so we're going to get started. We'll dive straight into the library of instruments, maybe go for breaks. Let's say I want to use that. Let's drag that straight in. And immediately it's downloaded, and don't forget it's synced to my tempo too. Let's find some kind of melodic loop as well. So I don't have to click download, I just drag it straight into the project and immediately it's there. The best bit, you can highlight a clip with your project, hit search with sound, and Splice suggests samples that match your groove. Initially I was fighting this, thinking, are we not going to be creative anymore? But I guess nobody's forcing us to do this. It just unlocks maybe some notes a little bit quicker. This is a track that I've been desperately trying to finish amongst my live streams and really just need a second instrument for the latter half of the song. So let's see what it thinks of this section and what sample it might pair with things. So select clips, click or drag them here to find samples that fit. So I've selected a whole region. It's going to process that, read the key and the BPM, and try to find things that might fit. Wonderful, it's got my reference at the top. And then here are 50 results that it's found. I'm thinking it needs a higher range sound, but let's see what it comes up with. Oh, straight off the rip, like quite a high trebly sound. That's definitely something I could chop up. So if I took out the melodies and the vocals, I could definitely use this. I'd like to link point number 1 and point number 2 together, because if you've ever used Splice, every now and then you'll come across a sample that just doesn't have the separate parts, even when searching the whole pack, even for one-shots. So, you know, if I just wanted the vocal from this sample, utilize that stem separation. In at number 3, we should mention the browser improvements. We've got new icons for devices, packs, and instruments to make things easier to spot on screen. You can now open or close the filter view and tag editor with simple shortcuts, and even right-click quick tags to jump directly into the tag editor. It's cleaner, faster, and way more visual. Next up is one I'm truly excited about. It's the auto pan to tremolo effect. Auto pan has leveled up. It's got 2 dedicated modes, one for stereo panning and one for tremolo. There's now real-time visual feedback, longer LFO cycles, attack time for smooth modulation, and new creative options like harmonic mode and vintage mode. Again, at number 5, for those perfectionists or sound engineers, device A/B comparison. This is a workflow gem. You can now store 2 different states of any device and flip between them instantly with the P key. Perfect for testing sound device variations without duplicating devices. You can even copy settings over from A to B when you just want to tweak 1 or 2 things. If I'm unsure which one works better, I can undo and then go back and forth with the P key. Do I like this better or this guy here? Make my decisions that way. I think you could probably also get creative with this if you wanted to switch from one effect to another with the same device, whether it be in live performance or maybe in automation in the arrangement view. You have to watch this space for that one. Like maybe I could automate the P key. Would that work? Let's see. That'd be kind of cool, right? But no, there's no automation for A/B. Oh, this video is sponsored by DistroKid, and whilst we're talking about updates, one of my favorite new updates on the DistroKid website is Audio Swap. Now, if you've ever released a track and maybe got better at mixing or listened back to an old track, you might spot mistakes or things that you could improve upon. And what I think is really unique is on DistroKid, you can update the audio for an existing release while keeping your stats, playlist placements, splits, and original metadata the same. This is great for you and your fans that are getting a revamped, maybe HD, better mix, or maybe just there was a pet peeve sonic fault in your track. They're getting this new improved sound under the same track title whilst keeping everything the same on your page. Nobody needs to be any the wiser unless you want them to. It's a great new update and there's massive discounts in the description. Make sure you use that affiliate link to support the show. Let's get back to the episode. Another workflow update at number 6, group bouncing and paste bounced audio. You can now bounce a group in place or to a new track, complete with effects and sends. It works both in arrangement view and session view. And if that wasn't enough, there's a new command, paste bounced audio too. So an example of that, you can see that I've recorded some MIDI in via our HC Expressive Chords Extendo over at the Patreon. I could highlight this, Command J to consolidate it, Command C to copy it, and then on a new audio track, I could just right click and paste bounced audio. Straight away, you can see that MIDI that I've recorded as audio. We're nearing the end, and at number 7, we've got arrangement mixer improvements. The arrangement view mixer is way more compact now. You can shrink it down dramatically with pan knobs and activators compressing neatly as the view gets smaller. For laptop users, this is a massive space saver because it was rather overwhelming before. Finally, at number 8, it's kind of a subtle one. I'm not seeing it being talked about all that much, but Expressive Chords has got a big update as well. Now with Learn Mode integration, you can now tweak the currently loaded chord set without needing to import a new one in kind of 3 ways. So if we come into Learn Mode, we can see that we can play our different chords. Let's say we want to copy this note here to this note here. All we need to do is select our note, hit this button, and then hit the next place that we want to paste it, hit this button one more time. Maybe we want to transpose this next chord so that we're a 5th up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is super helpful. And finally, we can learn as well. So if we hit learn and then roll a chord on our MIDI device, and then hit learn one more time, it will actually place that chord that we've just played on that pad. So here was our first chord, but here's that new chord that we just played. Completely out of key, but learn. Now, if you're new here, don't forget we also have a modded expressive chord device over at the Patreon, along with like 300 other devices and templates which you can download, collecting the presets in its own window and adding chords you can play in order of the device as well. I think we're up to like 30 new presets there, so you can grab that over at the Patreon. That's Ableton Live 12.3 in a nutshell. Stem separation, splice, a smarter browser, auto pan tremolo, A/B device comparison, bouncing upgrades, and a sleeker mixer, as well as an update to expressive chords as well. Which feature are you most excited to actually put into use? Let me know in the comments, as well as what you want to see in future. And if you want me to deep dive any of these new updates into minute detail. Thank you as always for swinging by, and I'll catch you next time.